Okay, good morning, binary traders. I'll put a $100 euro trade out here. We've got the signal. We've got about 6 minutes to go. Just waiting for it to hit the entry. While I'm waiting for that, let me show you what happened earlier today. You can see we had obviously a big move on the euro. Euro's been moving up the last couple days, but this was the 8:15 non-farm news event. Okay, let me put that back up here. Look at your world economic calendar, and you can see the ADP non-farm employment change. Okay, and of course it was down. So anytime it's negative for the U.S., the euro is going to go up. So you could have placed a bet right there just after the news, and obviously it worked out perfectly. Expired at 8:30 right here. And so, you want to give the news some time. We'll look for this trade may not happen, but again, we've got a little bit more news. We could look. We could do a Canadian announcement at 10 o'clock. Okay, you want to find one that's really good. This IVPMI for the Canadian. If that's bad, again, you can look to go ahead and jump on board that trade because you're going to get some movement out of it, and it should last for the 15 minutes. So right now I'm just kind of waiting to see if I'll get a trade. I want the price to hit the entry, and at that point in time I will place the order. If not, we'll wait for the next 15 minutes and see what happens. But you have to be ready because this can happen fast. Again, we've got about a minute and a half where we can't place this order anymore. It's looking strong. Okay, I'm in. Hopefully I get a good fill. There we go. Let's see what my fill is. Go down. My strike rate is 127.60.80. Alright, 127.80. So I'm going to put that line on there. So I've got to have it closed. They didn't give me a very good fill, did they? I just have to have it closed there. I'll tell you what, if it breaks this high right here, we're golden. It's going to rocket on up. So we've got about, let's see, you got about 5 minutes for this trade. This trade's going to end. Actually, no, we've got about 3 minutes for the trade to do its thing. So I'll get back with you at the end of the trade. The sellers came into the market. You can see right after we bought, look at the pressure right here, rejected that top. And you can look at the volume spike down here. And we've got about 30 seconds left. But hey, not every trade wins. So we got about 10 more seconds. This looks like it'll be a failed trade, but hey, again, not a big deal. We'll look at the next trade and we'll just double our size, or we can trade the same size and go for a third trade. Patience is the key. A tough setup here because and you could easily pass this trade because you've got this double top. That's a high in many days. So it's probably going to reject, but it certainly could have busted on through. But after this move, I think we're in for a little bit of consolidation here. So the 10 o'clock news, I think, will be the way to go. Watching the market and the signals here, we had this possible long right at 9 o'clock. Again, you can't take that trade because obviously 9 o'clock is our expiry. And so then the next trade here is good, 9:08. So basically you can get in sync with that. That's about 5 minutes prior, 7 minutes, 6 minutes prior to your expiry, and it expired right down here in the money. So that would have been a nice winner. I didn't take it. Again, I'm doing a few other things, and I'm choosing to wait till the 10 o'clock news. But just so you can kind of see, the next trade that we would have had would have been a winner. So like I say, the market. Yellen is speaking right now at 9:15, so this is probably leading up to Yellen, and this is probably now that Yellen is talking. So we don't know if we're ready to go, if I want to place a trade or not. Yeah, still good. 19. They got the 5 minutes. It's right there. Let's take a single $100 trade right there with Yellen speaking. Let's get my strike rate. Strike rate is 1280. Well, gee, same as I had last time. So let's see if this one can't win, and then I can go ahead and take another trade when it's time for the Canadian, and we'll finish it up. I just did a $100 trade there. Okay, let's take a look at that trade we just did. We went long here at 1280, and it did expire in the money right here. So there's our two trades. We're slightly down. We made 85 on that. We lost 100 on the first one, so we're getting ready for the Canadian news. Had you traded this one, looked pretty solid here. Yeah, this one would have won also right here. But I was out walking the dogs because, again, I put the trade on. I don't really need to worry about it or think about it. So it's going to happen if it's going to happen. So let's get ready for the Canadian news announcement. Let's see, my expiry time is at 14:30, so this trade's got to last about 30 minutes. So the Canadian dollar doesn't have as much. You can see it's been down a little bit. Let's change this to... okay, so we've got the news in about 45 seconds. Again, the market's been down. Double check the news once again. What are we expecting? They're expecting it at 49.2. So again, if it's bad, it's good for the dollar. So the dollar will go up. There's been a lot of pressure on the dollar recently, so my guess would be a short, and so it'll probably be a little bit good. So we can do that with a small $100 bet. We've got the news coming out here. We can get our order ready. The rate's changing, and let's apply it. We timed out. Well, we timed out, so we can put in our short now, and we're probably a little bit late. 74 is our number. So you got to make sure you're signed in and ready to go. That's the key. So we weren't. So we'll kind of see if we have a little bit of a pullback. 74 is our number. So we went short. I got 30 minutes to hang on to this, so I can just kind of walk away and see what happens. And we'll take a look at the news. So we are short. Take a look at the trade from 74.9. That's real close right there. Again, I should have been able to get it at a much better price. I again tried to go short just before the news with anticipation. And let's see, the news came out at 58.2. So good for the Canadian, bad for the dollar. So we hope the dollar continues to go down. So we'll check back finally in 30 minutes and see what happens. Okay, 2 minutes to go. Markets retrace. It had a really nice move down. At 15 minutes now we're in a little bit of a retracement, but I think things look very solid. Looking over here at the euro, again, the dollar weakening. It started weakening at 9:30, 10 o'clock. It's been a little bit less, so it's pulling back itself a little bit. But I think I've got, I've got 5-10 pips on this, so I should be okay. But we'll see. Okay, 10 seconds to go. We are in the green, looking very solid. Looks like we'll bank another winner. I'll do the math for you. And again, this is real live trading, real profits. Did we have a loss today? Yes, but not a big deal. Oh, look, it moved down nicely as we're closing. But again, we didn't need to. There was our line we needed to have it at. Okay, there you have it. 3 trades, 2 wins, 1 loss. First trade was a loser. Otherwise, we would have been done. Again, we won the next 2 trades, $85 profit, $80 profit, minus the $100 investment. Of course, we got that back. So we had a total net profit of $65. I also showed you another trade that was a nice winner. I just was not looking at it at that time. Again, the signals are beautiful. Again, I think we'll be releasing this very soon. I don't have a cost yet. And what I'm going to show you next week, my next video, maybe later on this week, because we do have non-farm payroll, that's actually be the next video. I'm going to show you how if you can make $65, $85 a day, I've got a spreadsheet that can show you how you can trade for a living on that. Again, you'll start making more than $65 a month, but it only takes that to start. Build the account, grow the account, then you can trade larger. Then it's just multiples of 65, 650 a day. So 6,500. You'll be at that level in a couple of years. Don't rush it. Again, the key is winning every day, and we're winning every day. Good trading. We'll see you all later.